Garage fam? It's Road America Week. America Road. Our America Road, small village in Wisconsin. Really large road course race, so big that they made it a town and a forest at the same time. And I am Garage Guy Chase. I'm joined with Dale Tanhardt of the new hit show Dale Center. It looks like you still got some Dale Center going on back there. You want to talk to us a little bit about Dale Center before we even get into the preview?
Yeah, so Dale Center episode 2 is recorded on Thursday. It will be a weekly show, weekly solo show featuring the greatest NASCAR bettor in the history of the universe. And I'm not just going to be covering NASCAR. I'll be covering IndyCar, SRX, may try to tap into some Formula One coming up soon.
That'll be hard.
So yeah, this behind me is the Wall of Dale draft. Some of these drivers, if you go over here, these are the drivers that have won me the most money. And then slide over, these are the guys that have stolen the most money from me. So check out Dale Center. We went 3 for 5 on the Dale Center top plays on episode 1 for Nashville. Previewed IndyCar, NASCAR, and SRX for Road America, NASCAR Road America, IndyCar Mid-Ohio, SRX, Stafford, and gave 5 more plays and a parlay. So tune into Dale Center. If you're over here on YouTube watching, it is on the YouTube channel. You should see it right above, or I guess right below this podcast. But nonetheless, this podcast is focused on the Jockey 250 at Road America. Wish we could be there. I've heard this is like a super fun one to go to out in Wisconsin. 4th of July, new trend. Hopefully it will stick around. There's rumors that NASCAR is going to go away from Road America to go to Chicago for a fucking street course. There's plenty of other races they could drop instead, I think. But going to be a fun weekend for everybody that goes, and hopefully a fun weekend for our bank accounts and our wallets too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we were supposed to go to this one last year. Things didn't add up. We actually were way too late trying to get a camping spot, and we couldn't even get a camping spot like 3 miles down the road at like a local milk farm.
I remember that. I forgot about that actually.
Yeah, milk farm, cheese people. But yeah, whenever I watched it on television, I realized why. I think that was like the most heavily attended race I had seen out of the entire year. Just like people like looking like they were at Woodstock out there in the grass, just enjoying some NAS.
Yeah, over 100,000 people were there. It's going to be tough from a national standpoint to rid Daytona. Like the Daytona 4th of July tradition still sits in everybody's hearts heavily. So I feel like it's going to be an identity struggle to try to get a national audience to really tune into this race, even though it is a great time for motorsports and Road America is an awesome place. I just feel like within a few years, we're going to be back at Daytona. Hearing these rumors about, oh, we're already going to drop Road America is very unsettling, because we've only been there one time, now twice after this weekend. But I love road courses. I think there's a lot of people that don't like all these road courses on the schedule, but I think they're great.
Not
Big
us.
left, right turn guy. Love the technicality of it, but
Road.
Hopefully this track sticks around a little bit longer than what we're hearing.
I just want to say, back at Mi Madre's for this show today, not in the studio. Shout out to the clock, OG listeners. I don't know if you heard the clock while Dale was speaking, but the clock went off. So for the OGs, shout out to the clock. And
I remember the clock too.
Got to say shout out to it. But yeah, you're talking about 4th of July. I got this cool shirt. I don't wear shirts like this often, but you know, now that I'm in my 30s, I felt like it was time to go a little more Tommy Bahama.
I feel like it fits with the aesthetic of the background too, like the way it all looks. It looks like you're in a log cabin almost.
It's kind of how her house is. There's it was one of her friends' parents' houses. And like they didn't really move a lot of the furniture out after they passed away, and so she's just been like, you know, just hopped in and renting the joint. There's like actually a deer head up here. Like it really has that old feel. Like one day that man that is dead is gonna come here and haunt me if I'm here doing the show. Like he'll be a guest right here, and then I'll probably die. But
Talladega Nights, like
yeah. We watched that the other night, by the way. I just wanted to say shout out to my child. We were just sitting on the couch trying to figure out what to watch. He's like, Dad, I want to watch that one movie about NASCAR where the guy that talks weird breaks the man's hand. And I was like, what? And he was like, the one where he runs around in his underwear on fire, but he's not on fire. And I'm like, yep, Talladega Nights. He's just fascinated.
I've seen it so many times. I will never understand the hate for that movie. Like so many people, like NASCAR movie Rotten Tomato fuckers are like, oh, this is bad for NASCAR. Like, no, dude, this movie was in the pinnacle of NASCAR in 2005, 2006.
You know why? It's because
a great movie.
People don't know how to laugh at themselves. That's the problem.
Exactly. We are capable of that. We are very capable of laughing.
Have some fun, and it's good, and it's all right because everything is based on your perception, and I think that people get a little too serious with that shit sometimes. So
no doubt. Also, Happy America 4th of July weekend. I'm excited. I actually don't have any plans. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm no plans right now.
I'm gonna try not to pull a Jason Pierre-Paul. That's one. Number two,
I don't fuck with fireworks.
Really?
Like fireworks. I'm not a firework kid.
You never went to the beach?
In like 7th grade, my buddy JC like threw one at my face and it exploded. And I was like, you know what? This is just not my thing.
You have brain damage now?
No, but it burned. Like I had this really nice Columbia sweater that I loved and it caught on fire. And I had like 2 massive holes in the side of it.
Poor little nail got the Columbia all just gone, just ripped up.
Dude, yeah, I loved this Columbia sweater. It was this ugly ass green. Like I wore it all the time in middle school and high school. And fucking Santa just threw it at me. I mean, literally was just a degenerate child who just threw a firework while it was about to go off at my face.
I could just see him.
There were people there who saw it.
Whoa, what's up? What's up? Like, dude, just like, what do you mean?
It was a menace move, no question about it. But
my God,
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. UFC has a good card this weekend. My little brother's birthday is tomorrow too, and he loves UFC. So
sounds like you got plans, dude. You gotta go hang out with the bro.
I just don't want to go to Hattiesburg, but we'll see.
Well, hey, you know what?
I enjoy being at my house.
Quaint. I get it, especially now that you got the full blown studio. Like, I mean, it's good. Like, things are good. Things are looking good.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so it'll be fun. Either way it goes, I know there will be grilling on my end. There will more than likely be fireworks and just doing just being proud to be an American. Listening to that song at least once. That's definitely on the agenda. Wearing Tim Richmond Folgers hat all weekend and Tommy Bahama shirts. So that's the move. All right. So before we get into those kind of festivities, I know I'm ready to start. You're ready to start. We got to talk about bets for Road America. So we've got a couple of best bets that we're going to be looking and going over today. I was actually a guest on a NASCAR podcast last night. Should be live today when you guys catch it. And I talked about some NASFinity and talked about some Cup. And I rarely do NASFinity, so it really got me out of my zone talking a little bit about that before. And then as soon as I talked about NASFinity bets, just wanted to share, there was another book that magically appeared in my realm, and it's called Xfinity Book. So Xfinity Book has appeared randomly. It was just on my driveway. I can open this one. There's no crazy light like Book of Road, but it's just blank. So I don't know what's going to happen with Xfinity Book.
I don't know. This is news to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'm really, after the Book of Road showed itself, I mean, that one just out the box was just like, you're fucked. If you look at this, that one I can open. I just don't know yet. Maybe after the first Xfinity race that I have it in my possession, something will happen.
We got to be careful with all these books. We don't want to have too many.
Got a lot of books. I do want to say though, I need everybody to pray for the Book of Road, the sacred book. I feel like it's losing a little bit of color since it hasn't had signatures added to it, and contents have not been seen by one Daniel Dolly Suarez and Kyle fucking Busch after Sonoma, and now we have another road course race. So it's like, books can lose power sometimes, but not fully until they're awakened. I watched a movie about witches. It was called Hocus Pocus, and they had a book with an eyeball, and it woke up. So I'm hoping that once everything ceremonial is done, the power will be back to full fledged. So everybody pray for Book of Road. # pray for Book Road. Just say that. So with that being said, and that announcement being made, let's dive in to the Kwik Trip 250, a Kwik Trip presented by Jockey, made in America. I don't want to leave. Jockey out.
I think I said it was the Jockey 250 earlier. Whatever.
I like that a little bit better.
It is the Kwik Trip 250 presented by Jockey, I believe.
When I think Kwik Trip, I think Atlanta.
That sexy paint scheme that Chastain had is on Daniel Suarez's car this weekend. Yeah, Jockey made in America. Yep. I like that. Jockey made in America.
It is.
Good underwear. It reminds me of Truck Night in America.
For your balls or your lady parts, Jockey. They got you covered, literally. My first bet I will talk about, I'll just go ahead and take an outright. I've already plugged it on Action Network. And this is really, I think, my first time betting on him this season, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe earlier I did, but I'm not really sure. I can't remember. I'm taking Kyle Larson at plus 700 to win this week. Reason being, I feel like we have not seen the Kyle Larson as of late. Okay. Kyle Larson has not been the Kyle Larson he was last year. I think a lot of that has to do with the car. I don't think the driving ability is bad. I just think that things have not shaken out the way they need to. Maybe a little championship hangover, whatever you want to call it. But if you do remember last year, he was a heavy favorite to win this race with Chase Elliott. And there was like this battle of the Road Kings thing going on with him because he just came out and shocked the world, showed him like, what's up? I can run these roads, and road dog the shit out of things. But he got caught up in a shuffle in last year's race at Road America. I feel like we're going to have a little revenge tour this time. I feel like he's like, hey, you know what? I didn't quite make it last year. I want this one. I need to cross this off my road bucket list. So I feel like that the momentum is going to be a little bit higher mentally. He's going to be a little bit more tuned in and stronger. And like we said, we haven't seen a win from Kyle since Auto Club. Man's due up for one of the guys that are constantly in the top of the board for favorites each week. So I'm plugging in, I think like 1.75 units on Kyle Larson. So I'm going pretty heavy on Kyle.
Yeah, I look at, he wasn't great here last year at Road America, but two things that I'm looking at specifically. One, the performance at Sonoma was off the charts. There's obviously a lot of questions on what road courses translate here better. COTA probably translates more similarly than Sonoma does, but I'm looking at how good he was at Sonoma regardless, because that was if they didn't have a bad strategy call, they probably would have won that race. And then I'm looking at the fact that Kyle Larson's running the Xfinity race and getting that extra track time this weekend and the number 17 car for Hendrick, which is a cool deal. It's basically like a 6 JRM car. But that extra track time, I think, is important as well. So what you said, plus 700 is where you grabbed him at? Not bad. I don't know if I'm gonna be on them this weekend. I think they'll qualify really well though. I think with that extra track time is going to really help for a pole position bet, and I'll get into that later. But
yeah, a lot of Cup guys in Xfinity this weekend.
It is a stacked field, very stacked field. So that Xfinity is going to be fun. It's going to be tough, but it is going to be a fun race on Saturday. My first bet, and this is the only bet I've got locked in over on Action Network right now, Alex Bowman for a top 10 on Barstool Sportsbook plus 120. I absolutely fucking love this bet, and I'll tell you why. Alex Bowman in 17 road course starts with Hendrick Motorsports. Can't talk right now.
Get you a sip. It's
Need some
early.
of my cocaine fuel.
Yeah.
Hendrick Motorsports, he has 17 starts on road courses, 9 top tens. If you look at this year's performance on road courses, ran second at Coda, had a top 10 run at Sonoma going, and then got caught up in KFB's spin, had to go up in the dirt, lost all his track position late in that race, didn't get a top 10. But Alex Bowman's a good road course racer, very underrated. And when you've seen what Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson have done for Hendrick Motorsports, the road courses, Alex Bowman's been flying under the radar all this time. I even think at plus 2,800, Alex Bowman is worth a shot for Road America. I think this is a guy who always sneaks up and wins races when you least expect him. And the books clearly are not expecting him to be a factor. And I think plus odds for a top 10 is excellent value. For comparison, that plus 120 is on Barstool Sportsbook. DraftKings has them for minus 115. So go on Barstool Sportsbook, check that out. I think it's great value for a guy who's been really stout on the road courses since he joined Hendrick Motorsports in 2018.
I'm literally going to lock that in right now. Did not know. I was shopping on Barstool last night.
Oh, good. I don't know if I've ever just convinced you in the middle of a show before.
Yeah, plus money for a top 10 for Alex Bowman for a Hendrick car. Yeah, I'm ashamed that I missed that one myself. So
I got a lot of units on that one, and I'm not going to tell you how many, but you can check below this video and go to my action link and find out how much I got, but it is a lot.
That's it. Yeah, no, I'm all in on that. I mean, that's you know me, dude. You talk about a good bet, I'm going to take it. So that's one there. My second bet that I will tell you about while I'm logging this one is a matchup. And just like Dale said, unit counts will be over on Action Network. You can check those links. They're literally links that are everywhere. You can find them, I promise. Especially in our new link tree on Garage Guys social media accounts. Literally, it's my link and Dale's link. You can click on those right from there and in our personals. Next bet I'm taking. Now, this one, people may say is a little ballsy. And typically I don't go, for, minus, odds bets or whatever you want to call it. But for this one, I had to not do that again, because this is not a minus odds bet. It is actually a plus money bet, because I don't do those a lot. Daniel Suarez, plus 110 to finish ahead of Kyle Busch in this race. Now, let's talk about this. This is risky for a few reasons. The first reason is because Daniel Suarez just got a win, and then he didn't have that great of a finish at Nashville. That's okay. Road and oval are different strategies. But one thing I can say about and argue about for this one is that if there has been one consistent road course team this season, it's been Trackhouse. Trackhouse has been the most consistent because they've literally won both road course races. Let's be straight there. Plus, their pit crew is just vibing. The Chevrolets seem really good on road. That's one thing we have for certain. Toyota, on the other hand, maybe not as great. Okay. And when I think about someone like Kyle Busch that only has won one race this season and it kind of fell in his lap, he positioned himself into a good area. However, wasn't enough to be the top dog until crap happened. Some of us were fortunate on that one. And when I say some of us, I mean me, because I think I was the only person on the planet that bet that.
Not me.
Yeah. But I don't think that Kyle is going to be as great as we or years past at this track. And I mean, I know this is a good track for him, things like that. I just don't think that he's going to quite have it all figured out. And because of where he's at mentally, he's probably going to want to go a little more full send. And we saw what happened at Sonoma when Kyle tries to go full send on road. Sometimes he ends up fucking himself. And I feel like that is kind of a common theme this season. So when I really looked at this bet, I was like, okay, yeah, I get why it's plus money, but I want to just go with the consistent guy over a guy that's kind of hit or miss on whatever, may transpire, plus just the energy of Trackhouse at road course races. I want to keep riding that pony. So,
yeah, I mean, they've won both road course races. Chastain's finished in the top 10 in both. If Suarez doesn't have his issues at Coda, he possibly wins that race, runs top 5 for sure. I mean, he was lightning fast. I can't argue with that at all. And that was a bet that I actually was looking at yesterday too. But I'm going to shift gears here and go to a guy, and it's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and pull him off the wall real quick.
Oh, he's in the
So,
losing money. Stolen
this
money.
guy is permanently dead to Dale. I don't think there's anything, even if he wins me this bet, I don't think he'll come off that wall permanently. He'll be there forever. So Austin Cindric, hashtag please retire. I'm going to go with Austin Cindric at plus 300 to win Group B on DraftKings Sportsbook.
Little AC in the morning.
So that Group B is against Ryan Blaney and 2 Toyotas. The Toyotas have been terrible on road courses this year. No question about it. They've just been really, really off. I don't know what's been going on. I lost a lot of money thinking Kurt Busch was going to be good at Sonoma, which he typically is good at, like really good at Sonoma. And they were just a bucket of trash. That tells me right there that Gibbs is really missing something on the road courses. So Group B on DraftKings Sportsbook, you got to have Cindric to beat Truex, Hamlin, and Ryan Blaney. And if you look at those names, you're like, damn, that's like, whoa, that seems like a tough bet. But when you look at the road courses this year, like I said, Toyota has not been great. They've struggled. And then you look at Ryan Blaney. Blaney has been pretty good on the road courses, but Blaney's averages, I expect a race for him to average out, right? Like he's been good on the first 2 road courses, 2 top 10s. Against Cindric this year, 1-1 head-to-head. Cindric beat him at Sonoma. Blaney won at Coda, which, by the way, Cindric finished 8th at Coda after spinning out like 13 times. He still came back for a top 10, led some laps there. And 5 road course starts since 2021. Cindric has 3 top 10s. One of those, he had an ignition issue while running strong here at Road America last year. And the other one was at Coda in 2021, which was a slop fest of rain. And I think he spun out multiple times. But we know Cindric's a very talented road course racer. And I think with what we've seen in the road courses, with Toyota being terrible, Ryan Blaney's a good road course racer. He's at plus 250 in this group. But I expect him to average out and come down to earth after 2 strong road course runs in 2022. I just think Cindric is the guy in that group. And I like the value at plus 300. So book it. Even if he wins it, he's not coming off that board. He is still permanently dead to Dale. And for most Garage Fam, you know why. Somebody actually commented on my Dale Center video and asked, what's the beef with Austin Cindric? So to put it, if you tune in, and hopefully you are, the beef with Cindric is every time I'd bet on him in the Xfinity Series, when he was a favorite, he was supposed to win, he would never fucking win. And I would always lose. And then the cherry on top for Xfinity was when I picked him to win the championship at Phoenix, and he gave up the win to Daniel Hemrick on the last turn of the last lap. And that was very, very painful. So that's why I hate Cindric in the Xfinity Series. And then his first fucking Cup start as a full-time driver, he wins the Daytona 500 and puts my number 1 play, Ryan Blaney, in the wall coming to the checkered flag. So there's just a lot of betting hate animosity towards Austin Cindric. That's all I have to say. It's tough because if you haven't followed along all this time, you're like, wait, why does he hate him? No, I mean, through the timeline of Garage Guys, you would understand. And I tried to sum it up as best I could, but it makes me want to punch a hole in the wall thinking about Phoenix and Daytona back-to-back races. It kills my soul. But I am going to ride with Cindric on this group bet to beat Truex, Hamlin, and Ryan Blaney at plus 300 via DraftKings Sportsbook.
Quick timeout. The book started shaking, the Xfinity book, and there was actually words that filled in here when you were talking about Austin Cindric, and it's crazy. I think I figured out what this book is. This is like the book of racing past. And it's got a message to you here. It says, "Dear Dale, we understand that your hatred for Austin Cindric is fueled by the nepotism of his father working at Penske, and it makes you angry sometimes."
That's actually not true at all.
Okay, well, it lied. The book is lying. It also,
that's a good start for the book. Good
It
start
all
for the book.
it's a lie book. It says it's a book of lies. It says Austin Cindric was having a tough time, and until he won his first Xfinity race, he had never thought he would amount to anything. Please go easy on Austin Cindric, as he may get punched in the face by Ryan Blaney at any moment. That was from
No,
Book of Xfinity Lies.
book of lies, book of Xfinity lies.
Yeah,
What's not a lie is that Hooters is a proud sponsor of the Garage Guys.
that's right.
And we have a promo code to give you guys. Choose your character. Tell them Dine and Dale sent you. Tell your Hooters waitress when you sit down at a Hooters about promo code Garage Guys, and you'll get $10 off your $40 dine-in order. Offers valid for food, non-alcoholic beverages, and merchandise. Offers redeemable at HOA locations. Hooters, sit down, order food, $40 or more, and you get $10 off when you just tell your waitress about promo code Garage Guys and tell them Dine and Dale sent you.
Yeah, or don't, and just use promo code Garage Guys and get it to go. That's right. You can also use promo code Garage Guys for carryout orders, $30 or more. You'll get $10 off any $30 or more order when you use promo code Garage Guys. If you want to just grab and go, literally, if you're busy and you're on the go, a lot of the times, like me, I live half my life in a car. You've got to get things to go. That's the way to do it. And that offer is valid at participating locations for delivery and carryout orders $30 or more. Hooters, it's the way. Hooters is racing. Hooters is
There's a
garage
Hooters
guys.
guy himself.
Yeah.
Right
Chase
behind
Hooters.
me. He didn't win us any money in Nashville. That surprised us, but he did pay us back on Monday with the free 10 boneless wings.
Yes, he did. He is forgiven for that, and we appreciate him. Back to bets. So this will be my first time logging a bet like this, and I want to stay on the Austin Cindric theme. I have never given one of my qualifying bets out on this show. So this is my first time. Driver to win the pole, plus 1,500 Austin Cindric. A lot of the reasons that you talked about and reasons that I'll speak about real quick is just Penske's fast. The Fords are fast. Austin did pretty decent here in the Verizon car last year until his service went out, meaning his car broke, and he didn't get to finish all the way. He will not be running a Verizon car. Won't have any, hopefully no service issues. Hopefully he doesn't get punched in the face. Good news is that probably won't happen in qualifying, which is why I'm taking that plus 1,500 for Austin Cindric to grab the pole. And that is my third bet that I have. So I got some more pole bets that are coming too in the Discord, which is free. You can get it anytime and just go to it and they'll be there. So be on the lookout for more.
Yeah, I feel like I've started off hot with the first pole bets I ever gave out in the last few weeks. I just hadn't been able to hit one.
That's how I feel about bets in general. I mean, I literally had a board wipe 2 weeks in a row. So yeah, we're 2 races in a row. So I'm ready to win, and I'm gonna win. This is the 4th of July weekend. This is a day. It's a time to win, and there's no excuses. We're winning this weekend.
Yeah,
so
we got to. I've been able to I just hit the 70 unit mark on between all 3 NASCAR National Series, which is good. Took a step back in Cup, took a step forward in trucks and Xfinity. No trucks this weekend, but we got to keep the momentum on Xfinity and hit some Cup bets again. And I think a good place to start would be the next bet I have, which is Chase Briscoe over Kurt Busch, minus 121 on Barstool Sportsbook. And just the theme I talked about earlier when discussing that group matchup with Cindric is just the Toyotas have just not been very good on the road courses collectively. And when I saw Kurt Busch do as bad as he did at Sonoma, running 25th the entire race at one of his historically best racetracks, that tells me the program is just off somewhere. 23XI especially has been terrible on the road courses between Bubba and Kurt. So Chase Briscoe is a guy who is a great road course racer. I know the statistics aren't there as much in 2022, but he was battling for the win at Coda before he ran off course and fucked his whole race up. And then at Sonoma had a top 12, top 15 car. I expect better from Briscoe this weekend at a track that he has run well at in the Xfinity Series. in years past. So I think that Briscoe over Kurt Busch minus 121 is a good matchup to ride. And quite simply, Briscoe has been better than Kurt at these road courses. And I feel like tracks like, especially the road courses that Briscoe ran in the Xfinity series, gives him a lot more confidence heading into a Cup Series race here. So he ran here a couple times in Xfinity, ran pretty well, and ran 6th here last year as a rookie at Road America after starting 35th. So I think that could bode some confidence for a guy like Briscoe, who has been pretty streaky in 2022, but the talent is there. The fast race car is proven from time to time, not every race, but this is a good track for him, a good style of racetrack for him. So give me Briscoe over Kurt. I like the momentum there on that side.
I love that bet. That's basically because I do feel like Chase is going to have a good bounce back from the last road course, and then plus he just had the woes at Nashville. It's time for something good to happen to old Briscoe. All right, old Brisket. All right, so we're rooting for Brisket this week. My last bet that's coming up is brought to you by Jefftel Mobile. Jefftel Mobile, get it now. The official, one of the official ways to call Vegas and make him feel like shit. Also brought to you by Dale Phone.
I don't think these have ever been in the same place at the same time before. So here.
They haven't. I don't know how many that you've called or if you've made any calls on Dale Center to Vegas. However, I've got to call Vegas for this last one. While I was shopping around for looking at the Alex Bowman top 10 bet, I found my last bet of the show that I feel like is just a lock because of how good this guy has been all year. So I'm going to go ahead and call Vegas, and you guys can hear this live from the show. Haven't talked to Vegas in a little bit. What's up, bitch? Hey, want to go ahead and log in Michael McDowell top 10 plus 165 on the Barstool Sportsbook. That's a lock. Get that in and don't try to cry too much. Goodbye. All right. Locked it in. Plus 165. Are you calling? Line shouldn't be tied up anymore.
It's ringing.
Okay. He's nervous.
It's still ringing.
Coward.
Hey, fuck face. What's going on? I got some poll picks for you. Okay. I want you to log these in for me. They're going to hit this time. I want Kyle Larson for the poll. I want Cole Custer for the poll. I want Tyler Reddick for the poll. Who should my fourth guy be?
Probably just log Austin Cindric, maybe.
Hold on a second.
Let's see if he believes. I know Vegas doesn't.
Give me AJ Allmendinger for the poll. Larson plus 600, Reddick plus 1,000, AJ plus 1,200, Cole Custer plus 2,000. And I'll tell you why. 3 of these guys are running the Xfinity race. And they're going to have Xfinity practice and qualifying for extra track time before they get to that practice session on Saturday. And then that qualifying, I like the extra track time a lot. And these are all guys that have qualified considerably well. And Tyler Reddick, I throw him in there. He's also running the Xfinity race.
Red Dog.
And has qualified super well and has a beautiful fucking race car. Beautiful race cars always win the poll. That's proven. Prepare to pay me $87 trillion at the minimum. Goodbye.
Yeah, he's probably shit himself at this point. Probably got some doo-doo in his jockeys. He probably doesn't wear jockeys. He's not that cool. I
don't approve of bullying unless it is intended
Vegas.
to harm Vegas. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's the only one that's acceptable for everybody in the world. But yeah, so those are not bad. A lot of value in the poll picks. Like I said, you get one here from me. The rest will be on the free Discord. But the Michael McDowell plus 165, which we were talking about the other day, and it really hit me. Like, damn, I went and looked back and I'm like, this dude has really gotten a lot of top tens. And for a guy that finished third at Sonoma, for him to be plus money like that on Barstool, I'm like, that's why we love Barstool Sportsbook, man. They're for the people. They take care of us. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and locking that one in. I feel like that's going to be a lock. He could finish 9th or 10th. I feel like he'll be up there somewhere. And he's good on road. He likes road. Big road guy.
Yeah, I think heading into last week, he had like the third highest average finish, third best average finish in the Cup Series over the past like 6 weeks. And he finished like 12th or something, or 13th last week. So he didn't hurt his average too bad there. Yeah, so I don't hate it. McDowell's a good road course driver. Everybody forgets this guy won a road course race with Joe Gibbs Racing in the Xfinity Series a few years back. So I don't hate that bet at all. I just gave you my whole poll picks card. I'm not going to tell you unit allocations, but Larson, Reddick, Cole Custer, and
Aj.
Oh, and AJ Allmendinger. Those are my 4 guys. I determined AJ on the last second. I like the fact that they're getting the track time. So those are my picks.
All right. Well, hey, look, that is a show right there. And as always, just watch it over the weekend. Tell one person that you know that doesn't like NASCAR or has never really cared for NASCAR about Garage Guys. Tell them to come watch us, listen to us, get in on the action, all the books, tell them how to bully Vegas, and then get them to watch the race on Sunday for the 4th of July. Have a 4th of July party, watch Road America. Literally get all your friends together like you would on NFL Sunday and watch NASCAR. Okay, you don't have to just do that in the fall. You can do that all year round with NASCAR. Make that happen. And a lot of other racing as well. You can watch Dale Center. Make sure you watch Dale Center. Watch this show and get ready to make fat ass bags on America's birthday. So that's what we're going to do. This has been a great show. Dale, I'm going to go now and probably lay on a lawn chair with my shirt unbuttoned and soak up the sun like Sheryl Crow, and then just have myself a day. Got my bets logged in. We'll have more over the weekend. Check it on Action Network.
I'm with you. I'm going to go hit some golf balls and try and fail in this like 200-degree weather down here in the heart of America. But it's going to be a fun weekend. Can't reiterate enough everything that Chase said. It's going to be a fun weekend in Road America and all over America because it is America's birthday. So hope everybody can win some money. That is always the goal. Check out Dale Center. Check out everything Garage Guys is going on. Multiple articles, including Prize Picks article from Chase. He forgot to mention that. Prize Picks, great partner of the Garage Guys. Check them out. Download the app. Promo code Garage Guys. Free money. Free fucking money. So throw that plug in there last second. And I hope everybody enjoys a stacked weekend of racing and beer drinking on a boat or on a beach.
Shout out to Turtles.
It's the Garage Guys. 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 It's the Garage Guys.